1. What is the primary goal of adult learning principles? A. To teach memorization techniques. B. To foster independent learning and critical thinking. C. To provide entertainment. D. To rely solely on lectures. 2. Which of the following is a key element of effective curriculum development? A. Relying on one teaching method. B. Focusing only on theoretical knowledge. C. Aligning learning outcomes with real-world applications. D. Minimizing student feedback. 3. In adult education, what role does self-directed learning play? A. It allows instructors to provide all answers. B. It encourages students to take responsibility for their learning process. C. It focuses on passive learning. D. It eliminates the need for assessments. 4. What is the first step in creating an effective mentoring program? A. Assigning mentors at random. B. Identifying the goals and needs of mentees. C. Focusing only on academic achievements. D. Limiting the program to one meeting. 5. Which assessment method is most appropriate for measuring the application of knowledge in real-life scenarios? A. Multiple choice tests. B. Observational assessments. C. True-false questions. D. Peer review assessments. 6. What does formative evaluation focus on in the context of adult learning? A. Evaluating students at the end of the program. B. Assessing progress throughout the learning process. C. Summarizing what students have learned at the end. D. Ranking students based on their final scores. 7. How can communication barriers in adult education be minimized? By using complex language. B. By adapting language and content to the learner's level. C. By sticking to one-way communication. D. By avoiding any feedback from learners. 8. What is a key challenge when developing an online curriculum for adult learners? Ensuring that content is brief and superficial. B. Failing to integrate interactive and engaging elements. Making sure it is tailored to the needs of learners at various levels. D. Ignoring student feedback on the platform's usability. 9. What is the main benefit of peer feedback in adult learning environments? A. It discourages collaboration. B. It allows students to receive diverse perspectives. C. It shifts focus to individual performance only. D. It reduces the learning opportunities for others. 10. How can a mentor best support a mentee's professional development? A. By providing constant solutions to their problems. B. By setting clear goals and offering guidance. C. By focusing on their personal preferences. D. By avoiding any constructive feedback. 11. Which of the following is a hallmark of effective adult learning instruction? A. A focus on entertainment rather than learning. B. A structured approach that includes clear learning objectives. C. Minimizing learner involvement in the process. Relying heavily on rote memorization. 12. How can an instructor effectively assess the learning outcomes of adult learners? A. By only using standardized tests. B. By providing opportunities for learners to apply knowledge in practical scenarios. C. By relying solely on multiple choice questions. D. By focusing on abstract concepts with no real-world application. 13. What is the role of evaluation in curriculum development? To determine whether learners have memorized content. B. To assess the effectiveness of the curriculum and adjust as necessary. C. To evaluate students only at the end of the program. D. To focus on students' grades without considering learning outcomes. 14. What method can be used to ensure regulatory compliance in adult education programs? A. Ignoring governmental regulations. B. Regularly reviewing and updating curriculum to align with legal standards. C. Allowing instructors to choose their teaching materials. D. Focusing only on classroom activities without considering external standards. 15. What does an effective curriculum development process include? A. Designing materials without learner feedback. B. Only offering traditional teaching methods. Ensuring that content is relevant and adaptable to learners' needs. D. Ignoring the learner's diverse backgrounds and experiences. 16. What is the benefit of using scenario-based learning in adult education? A. It focuses solely on memorization. B. It helps learners apply theoretical knowledge to practical situations. C. It ignores real-world complexities. D. It discourages critical thinking. 17. How can mentoring improve an adult learner's educational experience? A. By providing emotional support without guidance. B. By offering structured support and feedback to facilitate learning and growth. C. By focusing only on academic achievement. D. By providing a one-time meeting with no follow-up. 18. How can adult education programs incorporate technology to enhance learning? A. By eliminating face-to-face communication. B. By offering multimedia resources and interactive platforms. C. By reducing the use of technology to maintain simplicity. D. By avoiding the use of video and interactive tools. 19. How can curriculum development address the diversity of learners' experiences? A. By ignoring the learner's backgrounds and experiences. B. By integrating diverse perspectives and creating flexible content. C. By sticking to one-size-fits-all materials. D. By focusing only on the needs of a specific group of learners. 20. What is the significance of feedback in adult learning programs? A. To assess learners' performance at the end. B. To provide immediate, constructive guidance that enhances learning. C. To demotivate learners. D. To focus only on negative aspects of performance. 21. What type of learning assessment is best for evaluating skills learned through practice? A. Written exams. B. Practical performance assessments. C. True-false questions. D. Multiple choice tests. 22. Which of the following is an important component of a successful adult education program? Ignoring the diversity of learners' experiences and backgrounds. B. Offering a one-size-fits-all curriculum. C. Using teaching methods that are flexible and responsive to learner needs. Relying solely on theoretical lectures. 23. What is a benefit of incorporating collaborative learning in adult education? A. It isolates learners from one another. B. It fosters peer-to-peer support and knowledge sharing. C. It makes learners overly competitive. D. It limits engagement to individual assignments. 24. How can mentoring programs be tailored to the unique needs of adult learners? A. By offering rigid one-size-fits-all guidelines. B. By offering personalized support that aligns with individual goals. C. By focusing solely on academic subjects. D. By limiting feedback to the final stages of learning. 25. What role does self-assessment play in adult education? A. It allows learners to judge their own performance without any external input. B. It encourages learners to reflect on their strengths and areas for improvement. C. It removes the need for feedback from instructors. D. It discourages learners from seeking feedback. 26. What is the advantage of blended learning in adult education? A. It eliminates face-to-face interaction. B. It combines the flexibility of online learning with the support of in-person instruction. C. It is more costly for the learner. D. It focuses only on self-paced learning. 27. What is a characteristic of an effective mentor-mentee relationship? A. The mentor makes all decisions without involving the mentee. The mentor guides the mentee, offering advice and feedback. C. The mentee is solely responsible for learning without guidance. D. The relationship focuses only on personal issues, not professional growth. 28. How does critical thinking contribute to adult learning? A. It encourages learners to memorize facts. B. It allows learners to analyze, evaluate, and synthesize information. C. It discourages questioning of ideas. D. It focuses solely on passive learning. 29. What should be the focus of an adult education program's curriculum? A. Offering irrelevant content to test knowledge. B. Aligning course content with the needs, experiences, and goals of adult learners. C. Focusing only on theoretical knowledge with no practical application. D. Ignoring the learner's backgrounds and experiences. 30. How does formative evaluation differ from summative evaluation? A. Formative evaluation is conducted at the end of the program. B. Summative evaluation provides ongoing feedback to improve learning. C. Formative evaluation focuses on assessing learners during the learning process. D. Summative evaluation involves constant feedback and support. 31. What is the role of clear learning objectives in adult education? A. To confuse learners about what they need to achieve. B. To provide guidance on what learners are expected to accomplish. C. To limit learners' ability to explore topics in depth. D. To focus only on memorization without critical thinking. 32. How can a mentor help a mentee with career progression? A. By providing limited guidance. B. By offering strategic advice, sharing insights, and helping set clear goals. C. By avoiding challenging conversations about development. D. By focusing on personal issues unrelated to career growth.